Lately, I've been finding it a little bit difficult to get going. I'm not sure if it's the change in seasons or life stress, but it's been hard. And when life gets hard like this, I often find myself turning to bits of media, specifically Studio Ghibli, because I find that the simple life and routine of their characters is something that I come back to often. There's something about slow living that really gets me started. So on this day, I decided that I was going to clean up my life and embrace some of the magic and wisdom of Studio Ghibli. I started by cleaning the house and getting myself ready. I find that in Studio Ghibli movies, what I appreciate a lot about the characters is how so much focus is put onto their personality and less so about their appearance. And especially I feel that way about Sophie Hatter in Howl's Moving Castle. She's a character I've related to for a very long time, and I find that just by emanating her to my best ability was really inspiring. Also, it wouldn't be a Studio Ghibli morning if we didn't have super crispy bacon, though Matt was a little sad with how crispy it turned out. I thought it was delicious. I did try to do my best to stay away from social media as much as I could, but of course, I wanted to watch the movie. Which I don't really feel like counts. Then it was time to eat breakfast. Another part of Sophie that I really enjoy was her little hat shop. So I thought that today would be a good idea to get to work in making my dream summer hat, which I chose this just pretty simple sun hat that I had lying around. I added some ribbon to it just to give it a little touch. I liked the plain beige ribbon as it was, but I found that I liked the floral pattern and it felt a little bit more Studio Ghibli to me. Then I added some flowers and I just hot glued those on. As you can see, I'm using an egg carton to hold my hot glue gun, which worked surprisingly well, so I recommend that. I'm just securing some leaves onto the hat. I think simple crafts like this that aren't very time consuming and don't take up a lot of mental space are really helpful for times that I'm just trying to refresh my life, get things back on track. It's not stressful. I find that starting like a really intensive craft can oftentimes just push me further into burnout, but a simple craft can be really rejuvenating, and especially something that I know that I'm going to use every day. Or at least as often as I can. And ta-da! Here is my hat. You can see I'm making sure it is very secure because we don't want it blowing off in the wind. And Matt and I decided to go for a little walk in downtown, which the architecture kind of reminds me a little bit of the architecture in Howl's Moving Castle. We went and we got some tea from the tea store, or not the tea store, the little cafe that's in downtown. It's this really cute little place that I really like, and I got a wonderful matcha latte. We continued our reading there, of course. I was reading Howl's Moving Castle. Matt was reading a World of Warcraft lore novel. The weather was really beautiful. It was a little chilly, a little windy, but still gorgeous. Here's my outfit for the day. I thrifted that jacket a while ago. What are you eating?
Little clover flower.
So cute. And finally, we shot some of our engagement photos up on this hillside, which to me was just so peak Sophie and Howl, and kind of the perfect end to my Ghibli day, or Ghibli day. Here we are, just dancing, being in love, and, you know, I think this was really what I needed to get back on track, and I plan to hopefully have more days like this in the future, as much as I can, because life is way too hard to be making it harder for yourselves. So just take some time, relax, and ease into the Ghibli lifestyle. Bye!